Hello and welcome to the Engine Room on Bomber TV, proudly brought to you by True Values Solar. This week we're here in the inner sanctum of the Essendon Football Club in the Players' Gym, and we've got Simon Goodwin and Bomber Thompson on the rotating bench this week. Boys, welcome firstly to you, Bomber. Thanks for coming on the show, and welcome back to Windy Hill. I'm sure you've had that a fair bit over the summer, but now you've had a few months here and they've had the pre-season and training. How do you see the list and where it sits right now?
Oh, look, we've had a really good summer, and my evaluation of the list now is much better than what I thought it would be. There's been a lot of players that have surprised, and although we haven't got many superstars, I think we've got a very long depth list that, a lot of guys who can play senior footy.
The wait's finally over for round one. Obviously, it's been a big build-up, and we've had some really steady results over the NAB Cup. Didn't quite get there in the grand final. The Bulldogs this week, how have we approached it, and how do you think we can beat them?
I think everyone as a whole footy club's looking forward to the week ahead because we start playing some genuine games of footy, and I don't think we could have asked for a better preparation than the way we've gone about it and the way the players have embraced it. But I guess the real challenge for us now is to really challenge ourselves against one of the top four sides from last year and show what our pre-season's been like over the summer and put that on show on Sunday.
Barry Hall, Bomber, is he one of the keys to stop for the Bulldogs?
He's one of many. Their midfield's really strong, and they really attack the ball and use the ball well. So, it's probably more about us and how we want to play. We've certainly changed the way we've played from past years, and it's just about implementing that and seeing how we go against a good team in the Western Bulldogs.
Now on this show, Bomber, we ask our fans to write in on various social media channels, including Twitter and also Facebook. Are you on Twitter?
No, I'm not on Twitter or Facebook.
Not planning on it?
No, not really, no.
Okay. Well, one of our fans on Twitter has asked a question about Scotty Gumberland. This is from Vasilino. He or she, I'm not sure whether that's a he or a she, wants to know how he might fit into the Essendon forward line. Obviously, he's missed a bit of footy. Who wants to answer that one?
Yeah, he has missed a bit of footy. I guess he's had a fairly restricted pre-season. He's been in and out, and he's finally come back through the last few weeks of training and training quite well. So I'm sure he'll fit in somewhere along the line. We've just got to work out, see how he goes in terms of getting back into playing footy. And we know he's a quality kid. He's got a lot to learn, and he's improving all the time. So we don't want too much expectation on Gumberland, but we certainly see him playing a big part for us this year.
On Facebook, Josh Rickard was wondering who has perhaps improved the most over the pre-season and might have a breakout year, Bomber. Who in your eyes?
I've been really excited by Leroy Jetta. Stewie Cremeri's another one. So there's been a lot of them that have stepped up. Benny Howlett has done a lot of good work.
Sam Lonergan?
Yeah, Sammy Lonergan. There's been a lot of young boys that have taken giant steps over summer, and really looking forward to seeing them play.
So what's the key now for those boys that have done all the hard work over the pre-season?
I think it's just to put it into game day. I think they continue to train hard. They continue to work on aspects of the game that we want to see them improve in. And it's just that consistency, being able to prepare like a professional, live your life like a professional and train like one, and that comes through on game day with consistent performances.
All right, last one on Facebook's from Mick Star. He wants to know if Ricky Dyson could perhaps play as a defensive forward and how he's progressing. We obviously haven't seen a lot of him this pre-season either.
Yeah, do you want to answer that one, Simon, or me?
I guess you'd never say never do anything. Yeah. I think any player can play any role, as we've seen with Cole Hardingham. Everyone thought he was a forward, now he's playing in defence. So I think with any player, you can't really pigeonhole into one position. I think Ricky's one of those players that will play a number of roles throughout the season, and he's going to be an important player for us.
Like anyone, I think at the start of the year, Ricky's not in the team. He's just got back from a hamstring. He's done a couple of hammies, but just round one's going to be super important that you play a fit team who can run and carry the game out, especially with the new rule change. So, poor old Gumby sort of missed a fair bit of pre-season, and so is Ricky. So, unfortunately, they're not in. I'm not likely to be in round one, but they're not. We certainly believe they can play.
Bomber, just one more on the trends of the game. You just mentioned then you need fit players and the new substitute rule. How do you see the trend of the game flowing out this year as comparison to the last 3 years? Anything different?
I think it'll be completely different. I think the rule of the substitute player and only 3 interchange players is going to have a dramatic effect on the game, and I think we'll experiment, and then it'll settle down after a while, and we'll probably see 3 or 4 different sort of things that evolve because of this rule. And I'm not sure how we expect our players to play at the pace that we want them to play for a whole game when there's only 3 interchanges, and so they might find that some teams end up controlling the tempo of the game and slowing the game down more and making it a little bit more ugly, which sort of frustrates fans. That might be something that comes out of this rule.
Okay. Well, I guess it's only a matter of time will tell. So thanks very much for coming on the Engine Room, Bomber, Goody, and best of luck for Sunday. Hopefully we see a big Essendon victory.
Thanks, J-Rod.